Hey, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Tim.
And in this video, we'll talk about 10 things that Dutch people do that Americans don't or would never do. So we already made a video on 6 things that Americans do that Dutch people would never do or won't do. And in this case, we are doing the other way around. So 10 things Dutch people do that Americans don't or would never do.
Yeah.
Right? And if you like these types of videos, like Dutch versus American culture, or Dutch versus German culture, because Tim is German, then subscribe to the channel right now, because we will make more of these videos.
Yeah.
Yes? Number 1. What is the first thing that we want to talk about that a Dutch person does that an American person would never do?
The first thing is telling how much we paid for something that we bought.
Yeah, we always, most of the time we tell what we paid for something. Like if you say, "Ooh, nice sweater," and then you'll say,
"Yeah, we try to get information and like comparing stuff, and it's more like the salesman mentality." Probably.
Yeah, but it's also about, because I don't know, people here in the Netherlands, we sometimes are, I don't know if it's ashamed or something. We want to do like, "Oh, this is a nice sweater," and we have a difficult time accepting the compliment, and we just brush it off.
Yeah.
Like, it was only
$10 or something.
Yeah. Like, "Oh, nice shirt." "Oh, it was only $10." And you brush it off. Like, you brush off the compliment.
Alright.
Or like, "Oh, did you get a new car?" "Oh yeah, it's a second-hand car. It was only like blah 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 that amount." Or so something like that. Or
because Dutch are not big spenders, and I think Americans are more like a lot. Buying a lot more or consuming more.
Yeah, and also in the Netherlands,
like to spend money.
Yeah, but also here, money is not a hush-hush topic. We are very open about our money and what we earn. And if you in the Netherlands, you could easily ask somebody, "Oh, can you tell me how much do you earn a month?" I'm not saying it's socially fully accepted, but it's not as hush-hush as in other cultures. The second thing that Dutch people do that Americans don't.
Americans don't do number 2.
No, well, it's close. It's in the area.
Oh.
The Dutch people, we wash our hands with cold water.
Yeah, because we have no choice.
Exactly. But that's
because most bathrooms, at least like little
all the toilets.
Yeah.
Because we have separate toilets. The most of the time, a toilet is separate from the bathroom here, especially downstairs.
There's an extra one that's not included into a full bathroom. There's only a toilet and a
small sink with one.
And that little sink is mostly only cold water.
No, not mostly. Only
I've seen others.
No, it's practically always cold water. Also in toilets in restaurants and in hotels, when you go to a public toilet and stuff, it's only cold water.
In public, not every time, actually. I don't think so. Especially newer places. Yeah. More modern places.
But most of the times. And that's weird for an American coming to the Netherlands. It's weird to have to wash your hands with cold water.
Yeah. The next one is about eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs.
What about eggs?
Apparently, most Dutch people store their eggs in the room, like outside of the fridge.
In the room, like on the couch?
At room temperature.
Oh. Yeah, and Americans, they will always keep their eggs in the fridge.
Yeah, but actually you can do both. It doesn't matter. In the fridge they will stay good longer. Mm-hmm. But mostly if they are not in the fridge and you use eggs regularly, it doesn't matter.
No, exactly. And that's why most Dutch people will keep them outside of the fridge.
Yeah.
Not on the couch, but in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, when we buy them in the supermarket, they are also not in the fridge.
No.
So,
yeah. A fourth thing that Dutch people are famous for, especially abroad, is the term kijken, kijken, niet kopen, which loosely translates as in looking, looking, no buying. Especially when you go abroad on vacation, and you go by these tourist shops and everything, then a lot of the vendors will say, "Oh, another Dutch person. Another Dutch person. Kijken, kijken, niet kopen." They know that sentence then, like looking, looking, no buying. Like we always look and we don't buy.
They know that sentence? Wow.
Yeah, that's it's a little joke they make with the Dutch tourists.
So then they probably do it a lot.
We love going to shops and just look And we don't have to buy.
Buy and look for the best price.
Also, definitely. We will keep on looking till we find the tourist shop with the best souvenirs for the lowest price. But also here in the shop, when we go shopping, we just love to look at stuff and we don't always have to buy. Of course, when you have a specific thing in mind, then you'll go buy it. Yeah. But if it's just, you can.
But
just
it's also always the nice thing about going for shopping and going into the city. Just look around, get some impressions.
Yeah, but that's also something that the Dutch are famous for, especially. And also very much in the touristy areas abroad. It's a real thing apparently.
The Dutch talk about the weather a lot.
Definitely.
And complain about the weather a lot.
Also.
Which makes sense because there's a lot of rain because it's a sea climate, so there's a lot of rain coming from the sea.
It's number one topic that people talk about every day.
Also for small talk. Oh, nice weather today.
And also in our language, in the Dutch language, we have, I don't know how many, but I think at least 20, but I think it might be more, ways of talking about the rain. Like
different types of rain.
Different types of rain.
Intensities of rain.
Yeah, at least 20 versions of it that we use regularly and that everybody knows. The next one actually goes together with the weather one. When there's a little tiny bit of sun, a little hint of sunlight or sunshine, the Dutch will go outside and they will sit on a terrace and they will have
even if it's still cold, they will sit there with a blanket and a coat and a heater probably. Yeah. But
we love
at least they can be outside in the sun.
Because we love it when it's not raining and when it's sun shining, the sun is shining, we just love to be outside.
But it's a good thing. You need your vitamin D, so go out in the sun.
There you have it. Yeah. A little vitamin lesson by Tim. And the next one that Dutch people do that Americans will never do or will not like is eat very, very, very salty licorice. And we have a video on that actually because we were in New York.
Love it.
And we love salty licorice. But we were in New York and on Times Square we filmed Americans tasting Dutch salty licorice for the first time and it was hilarious.
You guys really eat this? Oh my goodness.
No. Yeah. So check that video out. It will be up here somewhere or in our channel. So have a look.
The next thing. Be on time.
We love to be on time.
I always thought it was a German stereotype.
Also, I think it's German and Dutch.
Okay.
But if you compare Dutch to Americans, then the Americans are not that much on time as the Dutch people would be. And we found that out also when we were on our holiday, on our Christmas holiday in New York. We were staying with friends, and it's for them it's really normal to just take time a little bit more flexible. Yeah. Like, okay, we want to leave at 12 o'clock, then we would be ready at 12 o'clock. And
we had that experience with a lot of different people. Not only the same, but different. And different times, different vacations. Yeah.
And it's all about how you look at an appointment, of course. We are super strict about it. And in America, it's more flexible and more loose. Yeah. It's just a difference of culture.
Yeah, I would like to experience it if it's like really, if you have an appointment and you're counting on someone. Because now every time we were on vacation and we were like, oh, we're on vacation, so it doesn't matter. But if it's like at home and you have to wait every time for someone.
I think in work and stuff.
How it would be.
I think for work people would be punctual because that is what is asked of them.
Yeah.
But this is more in social situations and stuff.
Yeah.
Number 9. Dutch people. What do you do? It's very weird if people don't know what you're...
more like
milking a cow or something.
Yeah, sorry.
We also milk our cows. Not everybody has a cow here, but...
It was more like...
Mashing. We love mashing our food here in the Netherlands. It's especially a winter dish when we mash our potatoes with our vegetables and put gravy in it. And we have so many awesome mashes that we use in the wintertime. Yeah. But that is something typically Dutch.
Stamp pots is the most famous one.
Stamp is for mash.
Yeah.
Mash. Of course, in America you have mashed potatoes, but mashing like this is a huge.
But it's only mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the whole dish is mashed.
Yeah.
Everything that's in there.
And we mash everything together.
Yeah.
The last thing that Dutch people I think, is more content. I'm not saying we are more happy, although there are studies that saying that children in the Netherlands are amongst the most happy children in the world.
Yeah, actually, like the happiest in the world.
Yeah, but I think it's more about being content. In American culture, there is much more of a strive and a competition with yourself or with your neighbors or with your classmates or whatever. It's more of in American culture.
But you have to achieve more, to earn more, and to work more, because otherwise you don't get anything. Yeah. We have more security in that sense.
Yeah, definitely. And that might be the origin of the whole situation, of the difference.
But again, I don't know anyone I've ever met working more than one job. Mm-hmm. In the US, it's quite common that people work 2 or 3 jobs.
Yeah.
It would never happen here, I think.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No, definitely not as much.
It's really uncommon.
Yeah, and there in America it's more common. Yeah. And so it's more about it. So I think that the word content is more, I don't know if it's applicable, because of course in America you have to work hard people have to work hard for the money as well, but I think it's also about, it's a culture that's more about achievement than the Netherlands. We don't have achievements being a goal.
Yeah. But I've experienced people in America also more, open or accepting of working more hours, over hours. Oh, yeah. Or don't even see it like this, but only they just do it because they think it's necessary.
It's how it works.
It's how it works. It's common. It has to be like this.
Yeah.
And this was also this is also quite an exception for us.
Yeah, definitely.
We work our hours, we work full time, and then that's it. And then we enjoy our free time.
Yeah, we work hard, but we work the hours that we get paid for. Yeah. In general, of course, people will do over hours and stuff here as well, but it's more.
Yeah, but if it's more incidental, then it's fine.
Yeah.
No, if it's like a huge deadline or whatever, but it's not the norm.
The norm, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, those are the 10 things the Dutch people do that Americans don't or would never do. If you have some others, let us know down below in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And check out our other videos on Dutch culture versus American culture. It's always nice to talk about culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also have some nice discussions with our American friend Peter about stereotypes from both countries.
So check them out as well. Those videos, I think you'll love them. If you like this video, then you'll love those as well. For now, we say goodbye. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.